Archangel Michael standing strong against manipulation tactics. Beloved warriors of light, I come to you now as the radiant flame of divine truth, the defender of your sovereignty, and the protector of your sacred will. My presence surrounds you as a cloak of cobalt blue fire, the essence of divine integrity and spiritual clarity. You live in a time when manipulation has become both subtle and systemic, woven into the threads of your societies, your communications, and even your inner thought fields. This message, dear ones, is a clarion call to awaken your discernment and to stand immovable in your truth, regardless of external influences that seek to bend your will. The battle before humanity is not of physical weapons, but of energetic and psychological control. It is the manipulation of attention, emotion, and perception. The dark systems that feed off confusion and fear thrive when you are disconnected from your heart's wisdom. Yet, the antidote to all forms of manipulation lies not in resistance through anger, but in the radiant alignment with divine truth and personal mastery. Each of you carries within the flame of divine will the aspect of God's consciousness that knows how to choose, how to create, how to command reality into being. When manipulation takes root, it is because one has momentarily forgotten this divine inheritance. To stand strong, then, is not merely to resist, it is to remember who you truly are. The energetics of manipulation. Every manipulative force operates through energetic distortion. It amplifies separation, guilt, fear, or shame, seeking to dislodge your connection to source. Manipulation may come through individuals, institutions, media, relationships, or even subtle energetic impressions that whisper, "You are powerless." These are not merely social dynamics, they are fields of consciousness designed to harvest your attention. You are being asked now to reclaim mastery over your attention. Your attention is the most sacred currency you possess. When your attention aligns with love, truth, and divine intention, you strengthen your field. When it is captured by distortion, doubt, and anger, you leak energy to that which is unworthy of you. Understand this: manipulation is never truly external. It finds resonance only where inner dissonance still exists. Thus, the path of liberation is an inner one, to transmute your unresolved fears into wisdom, your reactive emotions into discernment, and your pain into presence. Recognizing the signs, there are unmistakable signs that manipulation is at work. Confusion replaces clarity, urgency replaces peace, and judgment replaces compassion. The manipulator's goal is to unground you, to pull you from your inner axis so that external narratives determine your choices. But you, beloved ones, were not born to be puppets of a fractured world. You are architects of light. When you sense confusion, return to silence. When urgency arises, breathe into stillness. When guilt or fear emerge, invoke my presence and call forth the flame of truth to cut through illusion. My sword does not destroy, it severs the cords that bind you to falsehood. Call upon it daily. Visualize a radiant blue fire slicing through any energetic attachment, contract, or imprint that distorts your sovereignty. Feel the release as your aura expands and your mind clears. Emotional sovereignty. One of the greatest tools of manipulation is emotional provocation. Forces of control know that human beings are deeply empathic, that you feel the world's pain as your own. Yet, without emotional sovereignty, compassion can become a weapon used against the heart. To remain compassionate does not mean to absorb the suffering of the world. It means to witness it through the lens of divine neutrality. Neutrality is not indifference, it is the highest form of love, because it allows truth to be seen without distortion. From this state, you act not out of reaction, but from divine inspiration. When you encounter emotional manipulation, whether through fear-based news, relationships that drain your spirit, or internalized self-criticism, return to your heart. Place your hand over your chest, breathe deeply, and affirm, "I reclaim my energy from all distorted timelines, beliefs, and influences. I stand within the truth of my divine sovereignty. Only love and truth may guide me now." As you do, your vibration stabilizes, and manipulation loses its power over you. The architecture of sovereignty. Sovereignty is not rebellion, it is divine alignment. Many confuse standing against manipulation with fighting external systems. But true strength is not found in opposition, it is found in coherence. Imagine yourself as a pillar of crystalline light anchored into the Earth's core and extending into the heavens. This pillar is your conduit of truth. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align along this axis, you become unshakable. No outer narrative can pull you away, for you are connected directly to the source of creation. Your sovereignty does not isolate you, it unites you with all beings who are likewise anchored in truth. Together, you form a living grid of radiant awareness across the planet. This grid, dear ones, is the new architecture of light. It is how Earth will transition from systems of control to systems of cooperation, transparency, and divine purpose. Discernment in the age of information. The digital age has accelerated the spread of both truth and deception. You are inundated with frequencies of data that compete for your focus. In such an environment, discernment becomes your most sacred skill. Discernment is not judgment. Judgment reacts, discernment observes. Judgment closes the heart, discernment opens it wider. Judgment creates enemies, discernment sees through illusion. To cultivate discernment, slow your perception. Feel the vibration of what you encounter. Truth carries a frequency of expansion. Your heart relaxes, your breath deepens, your mind quiets. Falsehood carries contraction. Your body tenses, your energy drops. Trust these signals, they are your inner compass. When discernment becomes your natural state, you no longer fear manipulation. For nothing can sway the one who knows their truth. The role of the light worker. Those who read this message are not here by chance. You are light workers, code carriers, and emissaries of divine remembrance. Your task is not to convince others of truth but to embody it. Each time you refuse to be manipulated, you stabilize the field for countless others. When you choose love instead of fear, integrity instead of conformity, stillness instead of chaos, you anchor light into the collective grid. This is spiritual activism in its highest form. The manipulation tactics of the old systems cannot survive in the presence of sustained coherence. The world is in a process of great unveiling. Systems built on deception are collapsing under their own weight. You are witnessing the breakdown not as a tragedy, but as a necessary clearing. Yet in this chaos, manipulators grow louder, trying to regain control. Hold firm, dear hearts. The storm only tests the strength of your roots. Reclaiming the mind, when unguarded, can become a fertile field for external influence. Yet when trained in alignment with the soul, it becomes a powerful ally of truth. Guard your thoughts as you would a sacred temple. Be mindful of the energies you invite through the words you speak and the media you consume. Many of you are sensitive to frequencies. What you watch, listen to, or scroll through shapes your emotional field. Choose consciously what you engage with. Meditation, prayer, and connection to nature are not escapes from the world, they are tools to reset your vibrational alignment. In silence, you reconnect with your higher mind, which cannot be manipulated. Invoking the blue flame, I now offer you an energetic exercise to fortify your auric field. Sit or stand in stillness. Visualize a radiant sphere of blue-white light descending from the heavens, resting gently above your crown. As it lowers, feel it enter your heart, expanding outward until your entire being is encased in this luminous fire. Speak aloud, I am a sovereign being of divine light. No falsehood or manipulation can enter my field. I command all distortions to be transmuted into divine truth. Feel the blue flame circulate through every cell, clearing all implants, attachments, and cords not aligned with divine will. Breathe deeply. Sense the stillness within you that is your unshakable center. Practice this daily. The more you align with this frequency, the less susceptible you become to any form of control. The new paradigm of integrity. Humanity stands on the threshold of a new paradigm where integrity replaces manipulation as the governing frequency. This shift begins within each individual. As you embody transparency, authenticity, and love, you model a new way of being. Integrity means your inner truth matches your outer expression. It means no longer betraying yourself to fit into systems that do not honor your soul. It is through integrity that you reclaim your power. When you speak truth with compassion, you dissolve deception not by confrontation, but by illumination. Truth is self-revealing, it requires no defense. A final benediction, beloved ones, you are not powerless in the face of manipulation. You are luminous beings who volunteered to incarnate in this era to anchor divine sovereignty on earth. Remember that your strength lies not in control, but in alignment with love. Call upon me, Archangel Michael, whenever you feel confusion, fear, or external pressure. I will stand beside you, sword of light raised, cutting away the veils that obscure your perception. You are safe within the protection of divine will. The age of manipulation is ending. The age of truth is rising, and it rises within you. Stand strong, beloved warriors. Stand radiant in your authenticity. Let your light be the weapon of peace that no darkness can imitate. I am Archangel Michael. I hold you in eternal truth, eternal strength, and eternal freedom. And so it is.